guys, this video will be a guide to Shadow Ball and Dream Eater Gengar. Currently Gengar one of the strongest Pokemon in the game when it comes to jungling, has insane burst, can just snowball games insanely hard, but he also is very difficult to play, so I'm gonna go over his abilities, his build, and explain you guys, how to get more kills and how to maximize your damage. He does take a lot of skill to play again, he's very squishy as well. Once you see or one miss skill shot, he might just be out for the entire team fight. Also, we will mainly play Gengar in the jungle. You can lane with Gengar as well in solo queue, and I can also go over his laning phase a bit. It's just much more difficult, so if you really want to get the max out of Gengar, you want to put him in the jungle or central area. For the build, pretty straightforward. It actually looks kinda weird, but I always recommend this build. It's just triple glasses. Your entire goal is to get a kill, snowball a team fight, get a reset on your Dream Eater, which I will go over later, of course, and just win games very, very hard. So you have to get the kill. If you don't get the kill, Gengar will not do as much as you want it to be. So defensive items are kinda useless. You just die too fast anyways. You're not really a brawler anyways, so we just go full choice specs, vice classes, special specs. Try to have these on level 30 at least. This one can be level 20 or 30. Totally fine to leave it on 20 as well if you don't have the item enhancers. And I would honestly, there's nothing else. I mean, maybe a Shell Bath you can really, if you don't have special specs, but just one stack of special specs is already more special tech than Shell Bath will be. So I would recommend this. Just, you don't have to play for it. Either you get the stacks or you don't. It's just, in case you get stacks early on, you're just going to snowball games like crazy, right? Your main goal is not stacking this item. Your main goal is just like, wow, I got a kill here, I'm next to a goal, I can score 2 or 3 times, and suddenly I'm so much stronger. Pretty much that's all about it. For better item, we play eject button. You can also go full here if you really want to, but I personally prefer eject button, but full here is also totally fine. Gengar's passive is super horrible, so 7 seconds out of combat, you pretty much get a level 10 float stone. Or no, actually level 1 float stone. So you get a bit faster, 10% more move speed. You see it on the bottom right when it activates, it's called levitate. And yeah, it's pretty much just a terrible float stone, so his passive really nothing too special. Gengar's basic attacks are pretty normal, but the third one is actually a small dash. It can even go to overvoids, like this one right here. If the thing is in range, you can actually port it to them. So it's a nice small dash, and it will help you sometimes to confirm kills. And you can also use it to jump over voids. Like when the Corpfish spawns here, that's a way to escape. If you're on the other side, you have a boost out tech ready, you press B, you can jump over this wall. For basic moves, we have Lick and Will-O-Wisp. Lick, just a long-range skill shot that pulls someone to you. It's actually quite strong for early game. It's very good in early game ganks. Of course, you're going to be most often 5, but if you look for level 4 gank, or if you're actually laning on Gengar, it can be quite strong. It also resets your boosted auto tech, so if you're jungling, always make sure you do boosted auto tech, Lick, and then boosted auto tech if you can first. And the other one is Will-O-Wisp. You send out 3 wisps into a direction, and of course you can hit multiple targets if you're on top of them. But only 2 wisps can actually hit the same person. They start burning, and they also get reduced special attack and reduce attack and special attack while they are burning. So on level 5 is where Gengar starts getting strong. We pick up Dream Eater. Dream Eater, even early game, is also quite good for the first gank. It is quite strong. So what it is, it's a port, it's a long range skill shot as well again, and you can port to the target you're hitting. You're just sleeping them for a second, and then you can activate it and jump towards the target. And Dream Eater does a lot of things. It gives you if you kill something, if Gengar kills anything, if he gets the KO on someone, it completely resets its cooldown, and that's where it becomes so strong of an ability as well. It also resets your other ability, not fully, but it reuses by 2 seconds. So if I use Will-O-Wisp, I Dream Eater, I port, you can see the cooldown on Will-O-Wisp resetting, and it's the same going to be for Shadow Ball. So very important also for early game, that on an early game gank, you always do a Will-O-Wisp, then you do Dream Eater, and there's also more to it as well. Dream Eater actually gives you boosted auto attacks. So the first hit, you use it, you get a boosted auto attack, you can use it, you jump again, you get another boosted auto attack. Also very important. So our maximum damage on the first gank would look something like this. We Dream Eater, we Will-O-Wisp, we boosted auto attack, we port, we boosted auto attack, and Will-O-Wisp again. Of course I had cooldowns on there, I'm going to show it again. Dream Eater, boosted auto attack, Will-O-Wisp, port, boosted auto attack, and then we can another Will-O-Wisp. Of course the cooldown is a bit longer, but later on, Gengar also gets cooldown reduction over time. It will be easier for the Shadow Ball as well. It will almost be an instant reset. Also, Dream Eater will heal you a bit as well. So after jumping to someone, you get a heal. This is not Shell Bath or anything. This is just heal as well that you gain from just, activating it like this. Bam. And we get a nice heal. And for the last important thing about Dream Eater as well, it actually has a range. So this jump, you can see it right here. If you hold it down, you can see how much range it has. It actually has quite a lot of range on the jump, and also lasts a long duration, right? Like you can see on the bottom on Dream Eater, there's a blue circle running around Dream Eater. This is the entire duration where you can still jump towards the target. But of course, you have to be in range, right? So again, this is the range right here, and it's actually quite long, quite long distance. And another thing you can do with Dream Eater as well with the eject button, you can actually use your eject button to make your Dream Eater, or like to surprise enemies a bit more, right? You obviously can do this as well, but using your Dream Eater and then eject button is always harder for enemies to respond to. So very straightforward, right? We just Dream Eater, and we eject button, and then we gain much more range. On level 7 we pick up Shadow Ball, which has this, is another long range skill shot. It has the same range as Dream Eater, as you can see, pretty much the same range. It shoots out a Shadow Ball, and it also reduces special defense of the Pokemon hit. It also, it will land on the first enemy Pokemon hit and can't pierce, but it can pierce white Pokemon. So white Pokemon, like you can see right here, they can get easily pierced. So it also will help you, you know, clear dinos fast, so you can like pull things together and do this, and then clear things much easier. But it can only hit one enemy Pokemon. So right here you can see it, right? If I'm hitting this, it will not happen afterwards. Like it doesn't pierce, and it will stop on the first target hit. And it also slows. So right here you can see the slow is actually pretty decent. It's pretty short, but it's pretty heavy slow. It can also make your Dream Eater hit a bit easier if you want to use it to hit your Dream Eater on someone much easier. On level 9 we evolve to Gengar, and we also gain his Unite move. And the Unite move is quite interesting. The way you want to use it is so you dive into a target, into direction, you can use it as a jump, and you go underground, the enemies can't see you. They can only see you because there's like a purple flame. Right here you can see it. The enemy will see this, right? As soon as you get closer to a target, they're gonna see that in what proximity range Gengar is. So right here, you know, now it lights up. If he's here, then they know that you're not too close around. So you dive into a target, and you can start reactivating this. You can reactivate it. He's gonna shoot up back, you know, underground, back to the above, and he's gonna start dealing damage. It's a nice burst. We mainly will use this Unite move to like ambush someone. So like we look for a target around, and then we look for a long range Dream Eater, and then we just try to get a target, and then we activate this. So it's just pretty much a tool to like reach someone in a team fight. It can also use as an escape in a team fight. So if you see you're getting pounced on, you can just jump into direction, go underground, and make sure you don't double press it, because if you double press the Unite move because you're panicking, it instantly activates. Right here, I'm just double pressing it because I'm like, I don't know, I want to activate it, and then you will instantly go out. So that's something you have to be very careful about. For the plus abilities, we get Dream Eater plus on 11, and we get Shadow Ball plus on level 13, which is just more damage. That's all they do, it's just more damage. On level 5, Gengar also gains Spell Vamp. So he gets 12.5% Spell Vamp, which means hitting an ability will heal him as well. So again, if you like, you know, have beasts or anything, it's always nice to just heal up very fast with like a Shadow Ball onto multiple targets, and that's also very important to know. So just level 5, this is nothing with Shellvel as well, just he gets Spell Vamp after reaching level 5. Alright, so let's talk about combos and how I play Gengar. So what I pretty much try to do is always I look for a Dream Eater first. You can also obviously use Shadow Ball first to maybe get a slow, but I think people will then react to it. Like if someone has movement ability, right, they see a Shadow Ball coming, they're like, oh, Dream Eater's gonna hit next, then they're gonna start dodging it. So I like starting with the Dream Eater, then going into a Shadow Ball, doing a boosted auto attack, we port, we boosted auto attack, and we Shadow Ball. That's the max combo. You don't need this for a lot of Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon will just die to literally one combo, especially Squishy. It's like, you know, like this blue buff maybe. It dies to pretty much a Dream Eater, Shadow Ball, Dream Eater, and most enemy Squishies, most attackers will literally just die to this. They die to this, you port, you boosted auto attack, Shadow Ball again, and that's what they will die to. But if you want to kill something tankier, especially in early game, right, again, I'm going to show it one more time. We Dream Eater, boosted auto attack, Shadow Ball, port, boosted auto attack, Shadow Ball. Very straightforward. That is very important to do. And it will maximize your damage. So then as well, for if you want to use your Unite move on someone, you can also like one-shot Squishy with this. So you Dream Eater, you port, you Unite move, and then you Shadow Ball. You don't have to necessarily use Shadow Ball in this combo as well. If you just want to kill something very fast, then that's the best way of doing it. You can obviously Shadow Ball too, if you want to. So we jump in, we do this, and then we jump, and then this will be even more damage. It will be a bit slower as well, because some people just might die to this, right? To this and a boost auto attack, they will already be dead, and then you can already like start aiming a Shadow Ball on the next thing, if you want to. Also important to know, Shadow Ball is not the thing that resets, it's only Dream Eater. So Dream Eater resets Shadow Ball, right, after porting by 2 seconds, but getting a KO will not reset Shadow Ball, will only reset Dream Eater. Gengar is also pretty good at securing something, and the way you want to secure is you just Dream Eater something, you Dream Eater Dreadnought Zapdos, then you start throwing a Shadow Ball, and as soon as the Shadow Ball lands, you Dream Eater. So that's a lot of bursts at the same time. That's pretty much how you want to kind of secure objectives. Just like the most important thing about Gengar is just understanding where your next target is that you want to kill, right? So after like one-shotting something, you already like look where your next target is so that you can throw out your movements into the next direction, right? Pretty much. So, I mean, that's something we can go over when we play the gameplay now. I'm obviously going to go over gameplay, go over an entire game of Gengar and explain you everything decision I make. So, but yeah, it's very difficult, of course, to understand who's the next target, but try to have an overview in team fights and try to understand where the next target is that you want to kill and try to reposition for it as well already. Let's go over some gameplay. As I mentioned earlier, Gengar's boosted auto attack is a small jump, so in the beginning you can actually do this in the jungle as well. You can just press B twice by standing still, and then you can jump over the wall. Since the boosted auto-attack can jump over the wall, you can also just walk around. It really doesn't matter too much. Then we're going to start clearing. So I'm going to build up a boosted auto-attack as well here again. Then we do the boosted auto-attack click. Very straightforward, so we get another boosted auto-attack. And we kite the camp towards the red buff. I'm going to finish off with one of we can actually do a Will-O-Wisp or auto-attack to finish it off. Right here I'm just going to lick early. Going to start pulling it to the wall. Now it's going to also go to the wall, so it's not going to run away. I'm just going to keep killing it. Very straightforward. Can only look for maybe a first gank again. With Lick, you can actually do level 4 games if you really want to. If the enemies are very aggressive, you can look for level 4 gank. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here. And if I don't get this, whatever, I'm going to get a Corpfish for level 5 anyways. So I'm going to blink forward here, look for Lick, boosted auto-attack, Will-O-Wisp, and just auto-attack this Blissey hopefully to death. Another boosted auto-attack comes in. I have to be very careful, but I get my level 5 illusion here, which I dodge the Electro Web. Then I do very quick combo of Dream Eater, Will-O-Wisp, and we get another kill. So now we get our first deck as well already. Good decision to gank level 4 there, that's what I mean. These level 4 games can be quite good as well. And obviously I got saved by my invulnerable things there. But I knew that if I get the Blissey kill, I get Dream Eater, I can level it fast and hopefully maybe get another kill. Sucks that my team was a bit far away, but yeah. Looking for something more here, but I don't really have to be too greedy. Our jungle buff's already respawning. Our goal is pretty much getting level 9 right as fast as we can for the first Dreadnought fight. And I saw them he's very aggressive on top here as well. I could maybe go top lane, but my goal is now getting level 7. And then we're going to start dealing a lot of more damage already. Got 1 stack on the special specs. There's the Shadow Ball. And you can see even when clearing camps, I'm going to do a boosted auto-attack first. Then I do the Shadow Ball. Then I do Dream Eater boosted auto-attack. And then I port boosted auto-attack Shadow Ball. So even on jungle camps, I try to get the maximum damage in, right? Even just to make things fast, especially early game. Very, very important. You obviously don't want to waste time. You want to be as efficient as possible if you can. Looking for a jungle invade now to see if something's up here because this guy was still pretty far behind. Now we just do a max range Dream Eater Shadow Ball. Can't really walk up to boost auto-attack because he was too far away. And then we use the Shadow Dream Eater reset sword to get his red buff. So there he just dies to Dream Eater Shadow Ball. Now I'm just gonna take this thing as well away. Gonna Dream Eater. Blissey's still here. So I'm just gonna Dream Eater this guy again. And we kill him. One more Shadow Ball. So early game you pretty much need 2 Shadow Balls and a Dream Eater to get a kill. Try to get the Blissey. But somehow level 3 Blissey's tankier than a Greninja. So we don't get the kill there sadly. And yeah, maybe a bit too aggressive. But at least they still die too. My team's still responding in the end. So in the end it was still 3 kills for us. Compared to them getting... Okay, they still got 4 more kills as well. Now I'm almost level 9. I'm going to pick up 1 buff. I could also just pick up the red buff. I don't necessarily need the blue buff. A blue buff can still help me a lot when things happen. Right there, I kind of missed my skill shot. Again, I never auto-aim any of Gengar's abilities. I never auto-aim. I always try to aim them myself, which might be sometimes a bit difficult. But I pretty much always auto-aim. There we again, Dream Eater, boosted auto-attack into jumping, into boosted auto-attack to clear things faster. And my goal on Dreadnought is just killing the enemy jungler with my Unite move pretty much. But I know he's currently rotating down here, so we try to hit max with Dream Eater. Sadly, I will fit this time as well. That's Gengar. Like, you will have to get used to the skill shots, and I will miss them as well sometimes. Now we look in for another long-range Dream Eater. I hit the Pikachu, but if I jump into there, he has Void Tech here, could be quite difficult, which he doesn't. But yeah, now we jump in, waited for my cooldowns again. We hit the Dream Eater reset on someone. We kill him with this Unite move, and we get nice kills. Now there's only the Greninja, but we hit a nice Dream Eater on him, poured onto him Shadow Ball, and he is just dead. And again, Shadow Ball reduces special defense, so always make sure that your Shadow Ball hits first. Doesn't matter what before you Dream Eater onto someone if you can, because then your Dream Eater will do absolutely crazy damage. Looking towards top side now. Can maybe do the Rotom, but now we're like in a great spot. I would like to have more special spec stacks, so if I can, I'm going to look for it. Another max range Dream Eater. Sadly, my Shadow Ball hit the Blissey, so I don't get the kill on the Sidra yet, but now another Shadow Ball, and he dies. We get the reset, we miss it. Actually, no, we didn't miss it. We actually hit Blissey somehow, and I'm going to score 40, get my next stack in, and I'm quite happy. I'm very strong already. Already level 11, which means my Dream Eater will absolutely insane damage. Get Unite move by the enemy Greninja, but my Blissey luckily also has Unite, so we Shadow Ball him. Looking for a Dream Eater, can't quite find it. I always stick around. So, like, Gengar's best friends are bushes, right? You want to be in a bush. And just long-range Dream Eater anything that walks by. He's a very good ambush character. Probably the best ambush character in the game. Because, you know, if they don't see it coming, they're pretty much dead already. Gonna go for another jungle buff rotation. Try and hit level 13, so we do even more damage. Obviously, we always want to be 14, 15 in Zapdos. You just obviously want to be the highest level possible, right? So that you actually get the one-shot in. Because if you don't get the one-shot in, team fights can be quite difficult. So, obviously we want to have as much special attack as we can have, as much damage on our abilities as we can have. I could look for some stacks on bot lane now, if I want to, so I'm just going to walk up right here, check if enemies are here. I'm going to ping my Sylveon to maybe push this as well, but I see Blissey's here, so I'm going to try and kill the Blissey, but Blissey's very, very tanky as well, special defense. But we get another score in. That's my third one of the game. Gotta blink away from the Sally though. I'm not sure if that was worth it, but I think it might be. Now we can always kite back. You should never chase a Gengar necessarily, but there's something you want to make use of. Like, enemies chasing into you is very, very strong. Another Dream Eater, kill the Blissey. Sally didn't get a Dream Eater on the backline there, but we also kill the Mamoswine. If these guys walk up now, they're also gonna die, so we get another stack. Try to kill the Pikachu of the Shadow Ball, but he's a bit too fast and he actually dodges it. But our Dream Eater connects. And now, there we see. Like, I'm already trying to understand where my next target is after getting a kill. We Dream Eater the Pikachu, we hit him, and I see the Sidgewai there up on my screen. So instantly Dream Eater him as well. He was standing still in his Unite move. Very easy kill. Right now, there's the max damage combo on Blissey right here. Blissey obviously have to get kills, but I couldn't quite kill her. I had to use my Unite move to get out there. Now I'm going back in, which was maybe a bit too aggressive. And I sadly die, so that was a bit too much. But this was the max damage combo on Blissey. Dream Eater boosted auto attack, Shadow Ball, boosted auto attack, Port, boosted auto attack, and Shadow Ball again. It's not very difficult of a combo, right? You just have to get used to it to understand in what sequence you use your moves and your auto attacks. Because it's boosted auto attacks, obviously scale a special attack as well, so they do a lot of damage. And they're very important to killing someone as fast as possible, especially, again, tanky characters like Blissey do need a bit of extra damage to be able to get a kill on them. Or any tank that is, right? So, yeah. Taking red buff now, and you can see how much damage we already do. It just dies in one Dream Eater, double Shadow Ball combo. So, I'm not going to auto-attack it much if I want to. And just go back to the next thing. We're already level 14. Pretty confident I can hit level 15 in this game. 1 minute 14 left, so we already took over this game like crazy. And there's a rotom up here. We can look for a push, but again, you die very fast, so don't be too aggressive. Just, again, play around vision. Gengar is one of the best Pokemon to play around vision. And again, play around max. So I'm just going to look what happens here. I'm going to stay far away. I'm going to see the Greninja. Going to Dream Eater Shadow Ball him. And he dies to one combo. Dream Eater Shadow Ball, he's dead. I have 4 or 5 special attacks stacks. Now I go for the Blissey. And Blissey also disappears. And I can look for the next target. Another Dream Eater. It's also very important to move your camera around. Like, I always move my camera around to see where the enemies are, how low they are. Another Dream Eater reset. And we hit the Shadow Ball Dream Eater on the Decidueye. So we get a pentakill. Just a quick pentakill out of nowhere. Pretty much just single-handedly one-shot 5 characters. This guy jumps in as well again. I Dream Eater, boost auto attack him, Shadow Ball him. And he also goes down. Now I probably should have left. I wanted to score some more points so that we have a bigger overcap. But I get stunned by Pikachu. Unite move by Pikachu. Shoved away by Mamoswine. It's what I mean. Like, you just die in a CC combo right very, very fast. I tried to eject button there, but absolutely no chance. So right now I'm kind of dead before Zapdos. But I have my Unite move up, so I can always get back to Zapdos very fast anyways. And they did use some Unite moves as well there on Pikachu, so I don't think they can do Zapdos too fast anyways. I just have to pray that my team doesn't die right here. Because if they do, then it could actually be quite difficult. And the Machamp sadly dies, but the enemies are nowhere near Zapdos. So totally fine right now. And my main target in this team fight is probably the Decidueye. Again, the Decidueye just dies. I just look at him and he dies. But Greninja as well. Greninja, Decidueye, those are my main targets I want to kill very fast on the enemy team. I'm going to keep my Unite move very long in this team fight because it could still be quite difficult, right? But here we try to hit Dream Eater on the Decidueye, but he somehow saw it coming. So I'm going to back off a bit, wait for my cooldowns. And go back in this brush. I'm going to check where he is, maybe if I can find him. But this guy is so far right now. He's also trying to hit max range Shadow Shackles on me. I can't really get to him at all. But I'm still keeping my Unite move. Like, I could use my Unite move to kill the Decidueye here, but I don't think it's going to achieve too much just killing this one person. So I'm still keeping it. There's still 1:15 to go on this right now, and this game looks kind of weird right now. So looking again for them getting hit by Spirit Check-ins over and over again. Hitting the Greninja with the Shadow Ball, have to blink away for now. Again, I don't want to Unite move necessarily yet. I want to Unite move to make sure that we 100% win the game in this moment. Now I'm going to Unite move in, but that's actually terrible timing. But now we Dream Eater, Shadow Ball the Pikachu. We go in, we hit another Dream Eater, and we just absolutely the entire enemy team. Like, it's nothing. So I was very patient on it, and in the end, I pretty much had a very nice Dream Eater, Unite move. We got the reset. I'm instantly going to spam my Dream Eater onto the next target I see, use my Shadow Ball Dream Eater again, and just use all my abilities, and we ace them. There we go. Can heal a bit on the Zapdos as well again. Again, we have Spell Vamp, and we're going to take Zapdos and win the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Gengar, super fun to play, one of the most addicting characters. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye!